We all dream of living abroad and working from our laptops on a beach somewhere. Well, that dream is entirely possible as an expat in Mexico. Mexico has become an increasingly popular destination for digital nomads and remote workers who want an affordable and comfortable lifestyle. As expats, we can take advantage of Mexico's lower cost of living while earning income online. In this video, we'll give you an overview of our experience working online as expats living in different parts of Mexico. We'll discuss the benefits, share tips on finding remote jobs, talk about visas, describe typical living costs, explore popular expat destinations, and more. Our goal is to provide a realistic preview of the digital nomad lifestyle here in Mexico. One of the best parts of living in Mexico as an expat online worker is the reduced cost of living compared to places like the US and Canada. Our money simply goes further when it comes to rent, dining out, activities, and more. We find we can live quite comfortably on less. For example, rent for a nice one-bedroom apartment in cities like Mexico City or Guadalajara often runs $500 to $800 per month. Comparable apartments in major US cities could easily be 3 to 4 times as much. The lower costs free up more of our income to focus on culture, travel, food, and fun. The Mexico lifestyle tends to be more laid back and less stressful. With an improved work-life balance, we have time to soak in the sunshine, history, beaches, cuisine, and sights at a more leisurely pace. Another major benefit is the favorable time zone overlapping American working hours. We can easily have meetings, calls, lessons, and other income-generating activities conveniently scheduled. The overlap allows for better collaboration with North American clients, companies, students, and colleagues. And we can't neglect the perfect weather here in Mexico. With enjoyable climates countrywide, working poolside with a mango margarita nearby is an absolute joy. The outdoors become your office with 300+ days of sunshine in many spots. Winters average a comfortable 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit along the coasts. We truly get a perpetual spring or summer, making workdays supremely pleasant. If you're considering moving to Mexico for the expat online worker lifestyle, let's discuss the type of remote jobs to pursue and where to find open positions. The good news is that all kinds of viable online jobs exist across industries like education, writing, programming, design, marketing, business, finance, customer service, and more. Popular online job boards to browse listings include FlexJobs, Remote.co, We Work Remotely, Awesome Jobs, Just Remote, and LinkedIn's remote filter option. You can search by keywords, industry, and other filters to zone in on suitable openings. Teaching English online has become an especially common remote career among expats residing abroad. Companies like VIP Kid, Magic Ears, QKids, Say ABC, and more allow you to teach Chinese students conversational English online. The classes take place in the mornings and evenings to align with China time zones. Requirements are native-level English skills, a bachelor's degree in any field, and an online TEFL certification. Freelance writing and content creation is another fantastic remote work option with no phone calls required. Platforms like Cantina, Scripted, TextBroker, and Constant Content have writing gigs across topics. Sign up, browse projects lists, and claim articles tailored to your expertise. Typical pay runs a few cents per word. Those with specialized skill sets like programming, graphic design, bookkeeping, social media management, web development, and more can offer their services on sites like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer. You create attractive profiles showcasing your abilities, past work, and reviews. Then apply to customer requests or allow clients to come directly to you. For online tutoring in subjects like math, sciences, history, and test prep, sites like Varsity Tutors, TutorMe, and Wyzant connect qualified individuals with students needing academic help. You set your own prices and schedule. Now that you know about the many online job options, let's discuss the visa situation for expats wanting to live and work remotely in Mexico. If you're working remotely for a foreign company or clients, then you'll need to apply for residency, not a traditional work visa. This allows you to earn money through offshore entities while residing in Mexico without needing Mexican employment. Two of the most common visas for location-independent expat professionals are the temporary resident visa and permanent resident visa. The temporary resident visa provides 1 to 4 years of approved residency with multiple renewals allowed. Applicants should have a reliable monthly income of about $2,500 to $3,000 to qualify. This income can come from remote work, retirement funds, passive investment earnings, or other sources, but it must be verifiable. To get your temporary resident visa, you submit an application at your nearest Mexican consulate with proof of passport validity, recent bank statements displaying consistent monthly funds, documentation of your income sources, and more. In some cases, an in-person interview occurs a few weeks later to confirm details, whereupon approved individuals receive their visa. The next tier up is the permanent resident visa, allowing you to live indefinitely in Mexico, similar to a U.S. green card. It has the same financial requirements as the temporary for approval, but it can lead to naturalized citizenship after several consecutive years of residency. This offers even more rights and abilities to integrate long-term. Both the temporary and permanent visas allow you to come and go freely from Mexico without losing residency rights. They also enable opening Mexican bank accounts, obtaining local driver's licenses, buying property, and more. Helpful aspects for long-term life logistics. As a final tip, be sure to research visa specifics like document requirements for your situation, visa timelines, and potential changes to immigration policies. Rules can fluctuate under different Mexican consulates. Using an agency specializing in expat visas can help guide your application preparation too. Mexico delights expats with an enticing cost of living in cities, towns, and beach locales countrywide. To give you an idea, monthly costs for one person range about: rent, $400 to $800 for a nice apartment or house; groceries, $200 to $300 eating frugally, $400 splurging more; dining out, $150 to $400 depending on cuisine or frequency; utilities, $100 to $200 with internet being the bulk; transportation, $100 to $300 using public transit mainly; healthcare, $50 to $150 for insurance and co-pays; entertainment, $150 to $300 for shows, drinks, tours, and such. So you're looking at roughly $1,200 on the low end up to $2,500 to live very comfortably. This means most online incomes can stretch satisfyingly far as an expat in Mexico. Of course, your biggest financial factor is which part of Mexico you choose to settle into. Certain expat hotspots like Mexico City, San Miguel de Allende, and Puerto Vallarta push costs higher. These areas compensate with vibrant culture, contemporary conveniences, and pleasant weather. Other lovely spots like Guanajuato, Ajijic, Mérida, Oaxaca offer beautiful scenery with lower-priced housing, food, and fun. You may sacrifice some infrastructure modernity, English speakers, or ocean access. We recommend traveling to several top contender locations on an extended trip first. This allows you to assess aspects like climate, walkability, safety, internet capability, housing inventory, food costs, English usage, and overall vibes. Prioritizing which elements matter most helps match you to the perfect Mexican home base. Pro tip: learn some Spanish phrases before arrival and take lessons. While you can often rely on English in tourist regions and cities, knowing some Spanish makes daily life much easier regarding transactions, directions, making friends, and more. Now let's talk about top expat destinations in Mexico. From relaxed surf towns to cobblestone colonial cities, Mexico brims with variety for expat living. Here's an overview of some top destinations for digital nomads and remote workers within this incredible country, Mexico City. The energetic capital entices with world-class museums, global cuisines, pulsing nightlife, and awesome apartment rentals. Expect higher costs but an unmatched urban experience, plus easy flight access worldwide. The cooler highland climate pleases digital nomads working long hours. Guadalajara. The country's second biggest metropolis exudes culture with vibrant plazas, markets, and parks. The overall vibe skews more traditional versus Mexico City, but still progressive. Find affordable luxury apartments and overall lower costs than the capital. Guadalajara's technology sector is booming lately too. Puerto Vallarta. This Pacific jewel dazzles expats with gorgeous beaches, outdoor adventures, and welcoming locals. LGBTQ traveler friendly too. Standard costs run higher than other areas, but rewarded with incredible accessibility to nature. From lush jungles to arid valleys, Puerto Vallarta is also a great base for inland exploring. San Miguel de Allende. The beloved arts colony in Mexico's Central Highlands flaunts old-world architecture and allure. Cobblestone streets filled with boutiques, galleries, and restaurants create cosmopolitan living against a quaint backdrop. Home rentals span tiny casitas to sprawling haciendas. Prepare for cooler mountain temps in winter and English widely spoken. Mérida. The capital of Yucatan State lures expats with affordable colonial mansions, Mayan archaeological access, plus a lively culture. As the cultural crossroads between Mayan and Hispanic worlds, Mérida provides fascinating history. Nature options also abound, from paddleboarding to cenotes adventures in this safe city, with infrastructure development and growth. Lake Chapala. About an hour from Guadalajara, lovely Lake Chapala is a haven for North American retirees and digital nomads alike. Lakeside towns like Ajijic, Chapala, and Jocotepec host vibrant expat communities amid picturesque vistas. Spending runs super low for Mexico, allowing fixed incomes to stretch very comfortably in the perpetual springtime climate. Playa del Carmen. Residing along the popular Mayan Riviera, with outstanding reef snorkeling and sparkling sands, Playa del Carmen lures remote workers and ocean lovers. Consider staying in Playa Car or north of town for more spacious condos versus cramped downtown options in this once sleepy fishing village, now bustling tourist favorite with higher costs. Lastly, we hope this overview gives you a helpful sneak peek into realistic aspects of the location-independent expat lifestyle in Mexico. As remote workers ourselves bouncing around Mexican cities and beach towns alike this past year, we can certainly attest to the feasibility. With proper jobs or income streams secured first, Mexico makes working abroad extremely comfortable and culturally fascinating. Their strong digital infrastructure rivals Europe with affordable costs, peppered by a laid-back, festive environment. The language barrier rarely hindered us long-term in top expat destinations thanks to growing English language usage. Practicing our clumsy Spanish did open even more friendliness and opportunities countrywide though. Plus, life here as an expat suits digital nomads who crave sunshine and beach vibes, yet appreciate historic architecture and culture too. The Mexican people are profoundly warm, welcoming, and family-focused, creating a nourishing environment. The slower pace and late sunsets bring more actual joy to the daily grind. With an abundance of picturesque towns catering to remote workers and retirees, you're destined to find the right match, whether seeking energetic urban hubs or tranquil mountain settings. We migrated to Mexico uncertain about staying long-term, but the intoxicating lifestyle has won our hearts. We plan to continue this expatriate adventure by basing in different Mexican locales each year. If life bringing your work abroad to fascinating foreign lands also intrigues you, then look deeper into Mexico's offerings. Its diverse beauty and friendliness could convert you into a devoted expat too.